Yes, it's good. So about that frame technique is how you will start to perceive the reality. Let me get into the flow state a little more while I'm watching that beautiful freaking sunset. God, what the heck is this? Okay, so that frame technique is a very powerful tool in terms of this is just the water with the amino acids. Nothing interesting. Nothing prohibited, at least. So about that frame technique, what that is that how you will start to perceive the reality right after you will practice that as at least like a couple of weeks, like 3 weeks, maybe four, is you will start to perceive the reality in a different way. You will see clearly different objects and you will understand your boundaries. You will not react on other people's opinion as much as you did before because you will understand what's yours, what's not yours. What's your stuff to deal with, as Aaron Dowdy likes to say so many times. He likes to like bring up this quote and phrase that helps in so many ways. This is your stuff to deal with, not mine. Okay, if somebody's not satisfied with the way you're appearing, or I mean, you are. If somebody is not satisfied with that, or with that what you are saying, how you're expressing yourself, your opinions, whatever, what you think of that or that, or whether you will agree with them or not. If somebody is not satisfied, you will not care about it as much if you will repeat constantly in such situations this simple quote and phrase. This is your stuff to deal with, not mine, okay? But what this exercise focuses on is on the separation so that it can be so that you will be able to differentiate between states, between what's yours, what's not yours. Breathe in, feeling inside of your body, feeling inside of different parts of your body, and feeling yourself as I am, as kind of separate individual, right? But then as you're breathing out, you're focusing on the peripheral, on the sides of this object. Because as I understand it, what he means by breathing out and feeling and focusing on the peripheral is that here's the object and we are focusing on the peripheral, right? And we, even though we are staring at the same exact spot, breathing in, and there is a difference between breathing in and breathing out, and the difference lies in that of our perception of reality and our perception of self and I amness. So when you focus on this peripheral and you connect it, you're not focusing only on the peripheral but on all the things, you're able to differentiate and you're able to clearly see this object and feel this difference. Gosh, actually I have so many ways to perceive that sometimes I can confuse myself as well on it. So breathing in, feeling the separation, understanding that your energy inside of your body, feeling inside of your body. Breathing out, as you're breathing out, you're feeling the focusing on the peripheral, but still keeping your eyes on the candle flame. So what it does, it connects you and helps you to understand the connection that we both at the same time living in the connection, in the ocean of motion that lies beyond our physical perception of reality. But on the other side, we are in this physical reality, which is self, which is breathing in and I amness. But as we are breathing out, it's like connection. We're connected because air connects everything, and then Earth is connected somehow by cosmic forces with planets, and galaxies are connected also by cosmic forces with the center of this, all the I mean, whatever is far. I mean, whatever is beyond our galaxy. I mean, there are millions of galaxies, billions, trillions. I know. And then just there is this center that they are talking about that connects these galaxies, but not in the 3D, but somewhere in the 5D. It connects them in such a mysterious and powerful way that we are not even able to understand, because we are not simply able to perceive that expandness. It's crazy. How expand that is. We are talking about galaxies, you understand it or not. And our solar system is unimaginably big. Sun, take the sun for example. We are looking at the sun and it's like this. And we perceive that in a kind of in a what? In a simple way. But then as you understand that that's millions of times bigger than our Earth, and our Earth, then you think about Earth, and Earth is, look around. I'm able to now only a couple of square kilometers, right? And that's because I'm uphill here, and I can watch all this views. Gosh, that's crazy. You got what I mean, okay? Sorry if I kind of got lost. So, and you take this galaxy, and it's crazy how big that is. But it's all connected somehow in some magical way, and we are all a part of that. This is just because I consider it to be such a cool aspect of this reality, such a power. Okay. So what this technique does is you're feeling the separation between you and the different objects that surrounding you. So let's say, and so then what happens is that when you will meet with people, whoever they are neutral people, absolutely. You will be able to see clearly the difference between you and other people, because you'll be able to see this separation, the boundaries. By by being able to see the boundaries, separation, you'll be able to establish boundaries easier and see them first off and become aware of them. So this way, when somebody, if those people are narcissists, were about to take advantage of you, you will right away become conscious about it, and you will be like, wait, why should I do that, or something like that, if it comes to those people who are narcissists or whatever those types of identities are. So what I learned the other day also is that when the person is in the higher state of consciousnesses, and they are in the higher state of beings, those people who are in the lower state of consciousnesses and who are like down, like in the depression or whatever, when these people interact, their fields are being adjusted in accordance to each other's states, and they are like regulate, and they become like an average, and it becomes something, an average between them. So for that person who was high, he will be down a little, and most likely he will be by tendency by this what by this by tendency by the inertia tendency, he will go downward spiral up down. Even though he was adjusted a little, he will go up down, because he will focus on, if he is not aware of course of his thoughts that are causing these feelings, he will be focusing on the regret, how good I was like an hour ago, whatever, that happened, and then he will start focusing this regret, and he will go downward. It of course differs from person to person. But that person who was like in the lower state of consciousness, what happens with them is that they capitalize on that. If that person who is in the higher state of consciousness is an empath, sure, I don't doubt it, that those people who are narcissists and in the lower state of consciousness will take advantage of them. No matter if they are, even though the people could not know each other, they will still find ways, like something that's causing them to share and to kind of turn that energy out of them, something like that. For the narcissist who are in the high states of being in the consciousnesses, for them, they cannot feed themselves. They want more and more and more. But in the empath, in the higher states of consciousnesses, they feel like they are not deserving it. They are not worthy of it, and they start to look for something that makes them feel that they are not worthy. That's where for the empath when they are high at those rare moments. Unfortunately, I believe, because I weren't high many times when I was an empath. Now at least I'm not, to that degree at least. Okay, getting back to that concept that our energetic fields interact with each other and get into this exchange of energies, and you become actually average with that person. And that's why it's very important to watch who you surround yourself with. Okay,